Miss Debbie Davis. Okay.
Good morning. Thank you for the privilege of being able to speak to you. My name is Debbie Davis. I'm chairman of the East Tennessee Eagle Forum. Eagle Forum is a national organization which educates and lobbies for traditional family values. It is the longest established pro-family organization in the United States. I'm here today to request that the County Commission vote yes on the resolution on the floor. First and foremost, this is not a civil rights issue. I applaud the commissioners who offered this resolution because they know that the Civil Rights Act of 1964 does not need amending. Why? Because the homosexual community has protection. The ACLU has published The Rights of Gay People, a 200-page document of rights that homosexuals enjoy under the current law, rights that guarantee every American citizen protection from discrimination. Granting special rights based on sexual behavior does not enhance civil rights. Our Constitution does not address behavior, but only immutable characteristics. Once we allow special rights on the grounds of behavior, the sky's the limit. I submit that the homosexual community does not make any of the three criteria which the United States Supreme Court and civil rights authorities have historically employed in awarding special protected status. They are: 1, lack of ability to obtain economic income, education, or cultural opportunity. Statistics compiled by the gay marketing groups for the purpose of advertising show that the gay community have more college degrees, higher educational positions, and executive positions, and higher individual incomes than the rest of the American population. 2, special protected classes should exhibit obvious, immutable, or distinguishing characteristics like race, color, gender, or national origin. You cannot tell if a person is homosexual unless he or she tells you. It is unlike being black, white, Asian, Hispanic, man, or woman. 3, protected classes should clearly demonstrate political powerlessness. Ask the Boy Scouts or the state of Colorado if this part applies. What is at stake is the protection of society. It is gay rights versus family rights. This is the only group that demands that their sexual activity be the basis of special privilege. This is all done amongst charges that the community at large is intolerant. Yet we have seen time and again over the United States that gay rights is actually an extension of intolerance. Example, last week, the parade in New York. A year ago, the Hibernians did not want the Irish and Lesbian Gay Organization, ILGO, to march. They said, you can march as long as you don't have a banner saying what you are. You're welcome to march, but you're not going to promote your sexuality. What happened? The mayor of New York pulled their parade permit. No permit. That's intolerant, that's tolerant, that's intolerant. Number 2, what about the Boy Scouts? The homosexuals have demanded that this private organization change to comply with the gay agenda. There's lawsuits in several states against the Boy Scouts, and corporate sponsors have pulled out. I guess we better grant the Boy Scouts special status. They sound pretty politically powerless to me. And number 3, what of the 2 young ladies in Milwaukee who refused to have a lesbian roommate who answered their advertisement for an apartment? They were hauled into court, fined, and required to take sensitivity training courses. That's not tolerant. That's narrow-mindedness. What we are seeing across this land is a censoring of traditional values by a powerful minority who displays heterophobia, the fear and ignorance of the traditional family structure, the pillar upon which society is built.
You have 1 minute.
Thank you. Let me be clear that it's not an issue of hate. It's still okay to disagree without being a bigot. Disagreement doesn't mean hate any more than agreement means love. The Wall Street Journal had an interesting piece last week entitled No Guardrails about the protection that society gives and the limits that it imposes upon us to keep us and to protect us, to keep us from going over the mountain. They're also there to define the boundaries of the road and the limits by which one may travel. I've just moved from Atlanta to Knoxville, and I love the beautiful mountains, and I'm struck every time that I drive to Pigeon Forge or in the park that I see the guardrails, and I'm so glad it's there to protect us. I appeal to you to pass this resolution. Keep the guardrails.
Okay.